Today I'm interviewing Eva Alexandridis, who is the founder of 111 Skincare.
I don't want people to feel that 111 Skin is just a product you buy. We are very much about science, but I want people to feel the sense, the touch, the feel.
Hi and welcome to Driven Women, brought to you by Cash and Rocket. I'm Julie Brangstrup and this is a space where horsepower meet ambition, where style, energy and a little bit of rebellion fuel every conversation. What would your advice be to all these young girls who want to have their dream of running their own cosmetic brand?
Go for it. This is the era where everything is possible. You need to bring some kind of innovation. You cannot just duplicate other people's successes and assume that you can just start a brand.
What about being a CEO, a mother and a wife?
It has never been a challenge, it's just something in my DNA. Actually, it's a strength. You learn how to be more balanced. We as women are capable of so much more.
Hi and welcome to Driven Women. Today I'm interviewing Eva Alexandridis, who is the founder and CEO, well, just stepped aside as the CEO of 111 Skincare.
Yeah.
This is exciting because I have followed this whole journey from you starting it and to where you are today. And what an incredible journey and a global brand. You just don't take no for an answer, do you? So can you just get us back to the beginning?
It's absolutely true, actually, Julie, that you know the brand from the inception.
Yeah.
I remember when you started Cash and Rocket,
Yeah.
our brand was a tiny little baby brand, and I asked you if I can bring some samples, and they were actually like really sample pots that I gave to all of these tremendously important women, and everybody was kind of wondering, what is this? And here we are. The brand has grown a bit, I think.
Quite a lot.
But you gave me a chance. You didn't ask questions. You just said, sure, let's introduce it to all the community, and I would forever be thankful to you.
No. So let's go back. Why, I mean, obviously you are married to a plastic surgeon. So why step into this beauty industry as well and produce your own range?
I have to say, I think I was drawn into it without my kind of interference, in a sense. I had to do it because my husband is still a plastic surgeon. His patients were requesting more advanced skincare.
Right.
That type of skincare didn't exist, so we basically had to create it. So in a sense, it was a calling, but it was a calling from his patients in the clinic.
Right.
He was using very good skincare brands, but his patients wanted more. They wanted very surgical, precise skincare, but they also wanted beautiful on application brands and very sensorial, and these brands did not exist. So they were kind of asking him for him to create a brand that's perfect for his patients. And Yanis, being a plastic surgeon and still practicing plastic surgeon, was not able to really lead the whole development of the brand apart from giving the science. So we are kind of born in the clinic, like demanded by the patients.
Okay. And what is it like to work with your husband?
It's perfect because he actually works for me. I'm not sure if I can post this, but no, I mean, humor aside, it has been a phenomenal partnership for us because Yanis is at 111 Harley Street, where the brand was born, but he leads his surgical and non-surgical practice, and the skincare is connected to his practice, but it's a different business.
Yeah.
So we are a team of 50 to 60, actually 90% women, and we work in another office because Harley Street is so expensive. We are in Fitzrovia. He comes with all the science, all the inspiration, but he's not day to day in the business.
Yeah.
So we never just kind of have too much of each other.
Okay.
We only share inspiration and ideas.
So it's not like you're sitting next to each other at a desk.
Thanks God. No, we would be divorced 10 times over.
So I remember, with when you first started all the products and all these amazing masks, etc., that I got addicted to, especially the black one. So what are the top products within your whole product collection?
So the very first product that we created is a serum. It's still our best-selling product globally.
Right.
And then we have a range.
Which one though?
Initially it was called the Dramatic Healing Serum.
Right.
It was created for the patients in the clinic, and it stayed in the clinic for 4 to 5 years before becoming a commercial retail product.
Okay.
Harrods came to us 2012. I think, this is a little bit before we met. And they were looking for serious scientific doctor brands. So they came to us and said that they were quite interested in having the brand being represented in Harrods, because they saw the future trend of people, women looking for more, looking for science, looking for innovation. And when we launched in Harrods, we launched with a range. So we have the Dramatic Healing Serum, which is given for free at the office, became Dr. Yanis' serum. And now it's the Repair Serum. It has had a bit of evolution, but technology and ingredients have always been like true to science in the clinic and like really results driven. So this is still our #1 bestseller.
What does it do to you?
So what initially the product did in the office, and it still does, the one that's given for post-surgery and post-surgical, non-surgical treatments, is it speeds up the recovery post-treatments.
Right.
So it accelerates the healing. I think the moment that for us was a big realization is that his patients wanted to continue using this product even after they were fully healed. And we realized that the skin needs healing on daily basis in order to preserve the best healthy look. So what we kind of introduced to the industry is that something quite medical that's used to accelerate healing, it's something that actually delays aging long term if you use it on daily basis. So this serum would just help the skin rejuvenate.
Right.
And it actually would help against harm and environmental damage harm, because what happens when you have visible scars, if you accelerate the healing, that you recover faster, but actually we have invisible damage that happens to us on daily basis, and it's normal, like we shed a lot of skin cells and then the skin renews itself as well. But if you balance that process and make it better, that's where you can accelerate long-term health of the skin.
Okay, and then, obviously creating the whole brand in the UK. Then suddenly I see you, via all the social media. Then you're in the US, and then in this, how fast did you grow it?
Very slow in current standards.
Okay.
And it's interesting because people, I'm sure you hear the same. They say, "You're everywhere, what a success," but they don't realize that it has been more than 10 years of really hard work. So what we did, it was quite unusual. We launched the brand in Harrods because neither Yanis nor I come from this, beauty brand building field or expertise. We wanted to learn the business properly. So we stayed in Harrods for 2 years. I can guarantee you this does not happen anywhere anymore in the world, where a brand stays in one retailer and just communicates with clients, understands what the client wants, learns from the experience. Then we were very fortunate because a few of the biggest US retailers came to us, and we launched with Barney's. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was a little bit of much easier journey, because Hong Kong, Lane Crawford, the Joyce Group came to us, and then other places, Sephora, like other places came to us. So we were able to scale it, but the beginning was very slow.
Okay.
And on purpose, because we really wanted to understand who is our consumer.
Okay. And so, now with the whole thing of Sephora and all, that's massive to get into all these doors. What has been your pinching moment where you're like, wow, we did it. This is the moment.
I think the first moment was Harrods, because before that we were in an office where Yanis's patients were testing and trialing the products, and it was a closed society of people that just love beauty. The moment when I saw the brand in Harrods, then we understood that we were kind of launching for the whole world.
Yeah.
And that was quite a special moment for us. Also a bit of a scary moment, because we needed to prove ourselves and make sure that the brand really satisfies the demand of some of the most discerning customers.
Yeah.
But pinch moment for me happens almost every single day, because either it's someone important that I love or admire showing some love on social media. Like recently we had Amal Clooney posting with us. She had a facial and she was very happy to share. Or it can be, you know, a teacher in my children's school that comes to me and says, by the way, you know, look at my skin and I feel so confident. So it happens every single moment, big or, you know, normal people or people that you know, celebrities, or it can be us walking in a spa and kind of like discovering the products being available in some of the beautiful hotels where we travel. So it continues to be a pinch me moment.
Okay. And then you have recently stepped a little bit aside and brought in a CEO. I want to ask you, because I know you as a personality, so I'm intrigued to see how was that to handle, because suddenly your little baby is run by, I know you're not going to let her run 100%, but you know,
I
new
understand.
part of your life. What is it like?
Well, it was definitely, it took a bit of transition.
Yeah.
I think I knew deep down inside that when the business gets to a certain scale, the founder has a certain role. You know, you're the drive, you're the innovation, you're the heart and the soul, but then there's so much more as far as operation, finance, and the day-to-day running of the business. I was very fortunate to find a lady. She's ex-McKinsey, loves beauty, but still it took me a minute to kind of get comfortable with this situation, because when people are used to coming to you for all decisions and now you have to think of, no, this you can delegate to someone else. You know, when it comes to the creative side, always come to me, but all of a sudden I was not part of all the meetings, and it's kind of like, oh, I didn't know this meeting is taking place, and oh, should I be here, should I be there? But actually now when I look back, it's almost 1 year, it's the best decision I have ever made, because it allows me to really focus on the areas where I can contribute the most in the brand, but it also professionalizes the brand in a way that I could not have done on my own, because a founder mentality is slightly different than someone that understands how to scale and how to be very structured and organized and make sure that all the departments work closer together and very intertwined.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, it
but
was
it's
a bit of a
still
moment.
your little baby, so you know.
I'm still full-time working in the business. It's just my focus is working with Yanis on the product development, on the creative side, very interested in marketing, the look and feel. I think of me kind of like the soul of the brand. Yanis is the science, and then we have our CEO who is make sure that everything just runs smoothly and has a longevity, and she executes on our vision. Yeah,
which is amazing, because there's a lot of that part of the work.
I guess you need 1 + 1 + 1.
Exactly. So how has it been to be a female CEO and leader and really keep being innovating and, you know, with the team and get them? What's your strategy? What's your tools?
I mean, it's been a very long journey, because I have been doing this for more than 10 years. And I think it's interesting because the first few years I wasn't even considered a founder. I think it was kind of a very strange place where, because we founded the brand together with Yanis, people would not give me full credit of being a female founder. They always assumed, okay, well, there's also a husband or a man behind it, and you know, she's just one small part of it. And then I think over the years, as I've gained more experience,
how dare they?
I've gained a little more experience and I became more confident. Exactly. I just started to understand that my role is just as important as his, and we should not disregard one versus the other. And actually having two is a fantastic benefit for our end clients. So I've stepped more into that role of sharing with people what I do, and that my role is super instrumental as well. And I think I've went through these different phases in business. I was kind of happy to be hidden in the background, and I was happy to kind of like have a more pronounced role. And now I've completely embraced the whole journey with all the problems, all the mistakes that I have made, and all the successes. And I'm kind of happy to look at it as a long path and reflect on everything.
Yeah, and a learning curve.
Yeah.
The journey is any hill you climb, you've got to go down as well and try a few things out. What about being a CEO, you know, a mother and a wife?
Well,
How did you manage that part? Because this is where most people, they have children and then they don't return.
this is one part that I actually did not find very hard, because I think it's probably my Eastern European background. I come from Bulgaria. We were part of the communist regime, and my mom and my grandmother both were working. So for me to be a mom and to work and to try really hard continuously has never been a challenge. It's just something in my DNA.
Yeah.
And actually I see it now in my business, because we are 90% female, women in my business, and so many even now 3 people in my leadership team are on maternity. So many of the ladies around me, go on maternity, have children, they come back to work, and I think it's actually a strength. It's something super positive, because you learn how to be more balanced, and I think we as women are capable of so much more. And one has not prevented me, the fact that I have children at home. I think I'm a better leader, I'm a better consumer, I understand the consumer mentality, and I think everything has contributed in a positive way.
So what would your advice be to all these young girls who basically wants to have their dream of running their own cosmetic brand, or found it, be the founder?
There's so many lessons. I think first of all I would say go for it. I mean, this is the era where everything is possible, and I think if you firmly have this conviction that you do want to create something, you want to start a brand, then absolutely do it. You need to bring some kind of innovation. I think it's not enough just to want to create a brand. If you're looking, what can I create because I want to be a founder, that's the wrong premise. I think if you have something, you know how to make things better, if it's a service or if it's a product, and you're convinced that it's going to change people's lives in a positive way, then you should absolutely do it. People would give you money, there would be opportunities, but it has to be a real point of difference. So if my advice would be, if you have something unique, then you should definitely go for it, and it might take you longer, depends on how connected or how much money you have, or it might be instant success, but it has to be something unique. You cannot just duplicate other people's successes and assume that you can just start a brand.
Yeah, and especially within the beauty industry. I mean, there's a lot of competition out there.
The beauty industry is super saturated. I was today having coffee with someone very, very senior in the beauty industry, and this is what we were discussing, that just so many new launches just feel the same. Like they call it different names, and actually it's interesting that at a time where so many new brands are launching, so many new products are being launched, it's actually very little innovation out there. There's absolutely is, but considering the amount of new products that are coming in, it's just very few are like really seriously differentiated. It's sad, because I think people are being bombarded by so many products, and the consumers at the end actually probably feel like a lot of beauty products are not working, simply because there's too much saturation, not enough point of difference. And but having said that, some of the best innovation has also come in the last few years. You just have to know who are the serious brands, and the way to do that is by looking who is behind the brand, look at the founders, look at the premise of the brand, really go deep into the science, and you will distinguish the ones that are very serious.
So going from one skincare, are we looking at makeup?
We have always been asked this question. We are a global brand. We discuss so many beautiful places around the world. We're in 100 5-star spas around the world. And whenever I still go to my market weeks with different buyers. They're always asking us, are you going to go into makeup? Are you going to go into hair? And my answer in the last few years has been, only if we find some serious innovation. Like, we're not going to go into these categories because they're trending and we believe that there's business. If we discover something that it's going to really be a game changer, we will. And I think we are close to having this kind of conversation. We are testing something quite special, but it would be completely bringing new technology, new innovation into one of these two categories.
Which is what is needed. You know,
Exactly.
innovation, new things, difference. You can really see the difference.
Yeah, science is moving very quickly, and
Yeah.
there are amazing innovations. It just, you need to be able to test it to make sure that it's, first of all, safe. I think Yannis being a plastic surgeon, safety is number one priority. Credible and has a long-term effect, because you can have products that are going to give you overnight results, but are they
In the long run.
on the long run going to damage the skin, or they would improve the quality of your skin?
Yeah.
So it's, the science is moving, there's a lot of innovation, but you also need to kind of test and make sure that everything that you put out has long-term integrity.
Yeah. And then I hear that we have some eye patches that we should.
I mean, it's 7 p.m. I
Yeah.
think this is the time that I usually put my masks on, because I have no idea how my...
Well, I'm up for it. Let's give it a go. So when I come home to my kids and my husband, and you're like, "Where have you been?" Oh, right.
I'll
Oh,
give you,
and these
I'll give you
ones
this.
are basically depuffing cryo. Okay, so with these, you would wear them in the day?
So this, for us, every single mask has a real reason to exist. So
Okay.
these ones are depuffing.
Right.
So if you have puffy eyes, if you consumed, let's say, salty foods or a bit of alcohol, and your eyes are a little bit puffy,
Yeah.
then this would be the right mask.
Okay.
If you need radiance, I think today...
Did I put them on correctly?
Actually, this is how Yannis wears them. No, half of the... they're versatile. So
okay.
you are
I
telling
need
me...
a big
You're
thing.
telling me that you need like more attention here.
Yeah.
I need more attention here. So
Okay.
So
Well,
you
you
can...
know, we have two different
And
variations.
actually, Anne Hathaway wears them like this, and then she puts another one on top of her eyelids. So
Oh, really?
people have, over the years, we spotted
And
people
she
wearing
looks so beautiful.
and we have people wearing them here on the smile line. So
Oh, I need that.
we're very democratic. You can wear them any way
So just-
you feel like wearing them.
And you can put them anywhere, basically.
Yes, I mean, they were created for the under eye area, but if you have
Yeah.
puffiness on top, yes, why not?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just had my cousin texting me this morning from Denmark. She said every time she drinks alcohol and has a glass of white wine, she's completely puffed. And I said, well, after today, I might have some,
You don't have to
ideas.
stop your
Exactly. Don't
We
have
have
to. You can
solutions
have your
to the-
glass of wine here and there, but you have to basically wear one-on-one skincare.
She might need the full mask.
Do you do that in blue as well for depuff?
Yeah, we have the full face mask, which
Okay.
is for depuffing as well, and then we have, for example, the black diamond
that's
mask,
the one
which
I
you
love.
like.
I love
It's
that
it helps with the fine lines and wrinkles, so
Yeah.
it's totally different technology.
Yeah.
And actually, the face mask of the black diamond, the bottom ingredients are different than the top. It's super sophisticated, because
Okay.
here you need more lifting, and here you need more hydration.
Which one is that one?
The black diamond.
Yeah,
the
okay.
black one. So
Yeah.
that's why it comes in two parts. So the bottom
Yeah.
part is different ingredients, all created by Yannis. So the interesting part about the masks is obviously they're beautiful. The
Yeah.
people love them. We keep getting so much love on
I
social.
fly with mine.
Yeah.
When I go to the US, I wear it. The moment I sit in the plane, I put all of
You
it
know
on.
how many times I see people wearing the masks on the
Yeah.
plane, and I'm like, hello, and I want to tell them like
It's
we created those, but I'm like, I'm not sure, because they have the masks on. That's already like too much showing themselves out in the world, and then someone knocking,
hilarious.
tapping them. But no, what is interesting about our masks is that people think that they're just beautiful, cool. That's not the reality. If they would post once, and that would, if they're not
Yeah.
working, it doesn't matter how cool they are.
Yeah.
We're not going to have the popularity we currently have. And it's because they're created by a surgeon with deep understanding of what the skin requires.
Yeah.
And that's why each mask is specific. So when we say depuffing is depuffing, when we say fine lines and wrinkles, there are ingredients that are tackling all these problems. When we have a rose one, which is for radiance, so it gives you glow and it has the right ingredients. So everything is like properly designed in order to have the right effect.
The different effects that it gives.
Yeah.
So in regards to, you know, all of this, what is your own little daily routine? So you put this on every night at 7. What do you do in the morning?
So I have a very straightforward routine. I use, by the way, everybody, it doesn't have to be one skin, but I think you should cleanse your skin in the morning, regardless, you know, if you had makeup or not makeup, like the night before. Even if you cleanse your skin the night before, you should cleanse your skin in the morning. It helps with all the dead skin cells to wash, get rid of them. Then you should definitely have a toner or an essence. It's something that it's just very easy. It can be spray form. We have a radiance essence, and it kind of preps the skin, wakes up the skin. Then you go with the more serious products, which are a serum is the most serious product you can have in your routine. It has lower molecular levels and it penetrates deeper. So the serum is the one that's gonna really work and do the transformation in your skin. And then the day cream on top should layer very well with your serum and basically also protects the barrier. So it would give all the protection you need, but it would also protect against environmental damage. So you definitely, if you have to have very few steps, should be serum, a cream, either day cream, and then SPF during the day.
Yeah.
And an eye product. Sorry, you always need an eye product.
But the eye product is for the evening.
No, the eye product during the day. Yeah. You should use an eye product because the eye area, the area under the eye is so sensitive. You mimic, you're smiling. There's a lot of action happening there. So you should protect your skin during the day. So you need a very good eye cream, and then if you put makeup on top, but the skin should be hydrated, because if you leave it not so hydrated, then that's how the damage would start.
In regards to women's skincare and giving back, so you have been involved in the Cash and Rocket, driven a few times. Yeah. How important is it for your brand to be associated with great purposes or, communities that give back?
Super important. I think we met when your brand was in inception, and so was mine, and I was giving as much as I could have been giving at that time, supporting. So it's super important. I think for me also as a female founder, I'm connected with so many people, and that I meet so many people that always are working in the field, and it's very hard for me to say no. So over the years we've supported many different charities. I think what I have decided in the last few years is that it's better to stay focused on one, because when you give some here, some there, the impact is not as big. We have been involved with Women for Women International in the last few years. We've given more than £100,000. I'm sure it's a lot more by now. We do all sorts of initiatives, and that charity has been very important to me, because I see the impact. The same with your charities when you had started. It's very important to see what happens with the money that you give. And I love the fact how you brought founders of the charities and they told the story, and you went to Africa, you spent time.
We still do. Every year we go there.
Exactly. You showed us exactly what you do. It's so much easier than just kind of giving money, writing a check somewhere where you don't know if it's a lot of administrative expenses, how much actually goes directly to the source. So we have worked, for us, Women for Women has been the choice so far. And what they do is they provide vocational programs, 1-year programs to women. And the same like you, we believe if you empower a woman, then you empower a whole community.
Yeah, exactly.
So this has been super
It's
important.
A big part. Yeah, and empowering each other.
Exactly.
Really get them to connect. So what is the future plan for you? Are you, besides from coming out with a new line of something, hair or makeup, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I think the future for me it's a lot of what we're currently doing. My intention with the brand is to stay focused, go deeper. I want to make sure that the places where we are at the moment, we have even more meaningful presence, so we can communicate better with our clients. I am very excited with all of our spa developments, because this is where you have dedicated time with your clients. We do facials, which are 1 hour, 1.5 hours. People get to experience the brand, and our brand is very experiential. I don't want people to feel that One Skin is just a product you buy. It's you buy a product, but there's also sensation behind it. There's a sense of when you apply it, when you touch your skin. I want it to be. It's very sensorial, but it's also very experiential. So I want to go much deeper into places where the brand can be experienced. I don't want us to be just
feel,
a product.
touch, and see.
Feel, touch, experience, and come into our universe, because our products we are very much about science, but there's also this really, I want people to feel when they use them. I want to feel the sense, the touch, the feel, and no better place than in our spas, where you're coming and you have 1 hour, 1.5 hour, our ritual, which are, we like to call them surgical precision rituals, because they would give you visible before and after results, but it would be also a beautiful sensation. And that's why I want to go deeper, and I feel that also the clients are asking for this. They're asking for more. They don't just want any more product that works. They want product that's gonna do more about their confidence, create an experience for them, and just, continue to be part of their routine, but also elicit a feeling.
I can understand. And nowadays, with the wellness and everyone wanting to, we're going to get 100, we have to look after ourselves.
Exactly. We're going to live for a very long time.
I know. So we have to start now. So I want to thank you for joining me here in this amazing little taxi at the Peninsula London.
I love it.
As you know, I love cars. So, and with the title Driven Women, what a better place than to sit in the back of this taxi.
I know, and I actually want to thank you, because when I first joined you at Cash and Rocket, I don't think I fully understood the power of what you wanted to create, like women empowerment. I think I came and I kind of enjoyed the experience, but I did not really understood the depth of the relationship and the network. But now when I look back so many years, and I'm still friends with so many people that were on this very first journeys, you and I are still friends, but I've also followed the progress of so many of the people that you have touched over the years, and this is the ultimate power of like sharing experiences and also helping each other, and sometimes not helping each other directly, like helping each other with the lessons that we're learning from one another. And I have been reflecting over the years a lot about Cash and Rocket and the strength of the women, and you have to, if you do that, you have to come with a completely open mind, because you never know who's going to become your friend, who's going to inspire you. Also, somebody might teach you what you don't want to do, but you have so much learning.
And we're going to do our next tour in April. We're driving from Charleston to Jacksonville, Palm Beach, and then Miami. So we're doing a whole US trip.
I think I have to join that,
basically
because Miami
70 crazy women from all around the world is going to drive the change.
The women have expanded, and the tour has expanded. So I think I have to join you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so
Wonderful.
much for coming. My husband's going to be so excited about this.
I need to give you a proper routine.
Thank you.
Thank you. Fantastic.